Time for the grand ball, milady. Wenches first.
Are you gonna be making me walk the plank?
Aye, aye, you sad mutt. But chin up. In recompense, you'll be meeting the bravest hidalgo who hath hoisted the Jolly Roger. Don Inigo de Malatuñas y Goñón. Captain, the limey's ready.
It's about time, Husky Hound. Shackle him and be off with you. Despite appearances, you have the upper hand on me, lad. Being that I conceal neither name, nor rank, nor birthright, while I remain unaware of yours indeed. I want your name and your ship, you English swab, or I'll slide me sword through your bloody entrails.
Oh, you should have mentioned that. My name is Brucian Barskoff, and I hark from York. From its newest boroughs, to be exact.
'Tis a pleasure, Sir Brettian. Now would you be so kind as to explain why you've attempted to board me illustrious galleon? On your strange and tiny red and white dinghy with a metal hook in the fashion of a flag.
Board your ship, sir? I? Vast there, Captain. I merely wish to be press-ganged and become a pirate on your Orion.
Kind gentlemen, allow me to place doubt on your most recent assertion. Ye wouldn't be the first spy sent in from your motherland of heretics. There even be a vessel by the name of Interfector, which the Spanish crown has chartered against my person.
The Orion could sink that sloop in the splash of a wave. In London, I hear talk that nobody can match the power of Captain Malantuñas and his legendary hidden beacon of Avernus.
Is that so? So tell me, lad, what other talk is there about me in them English pubs?
A bit of everything. All good, of course. The monks are praying night and day, saying you're a devil fleeing from hellfire. The ladies sigh upon hearing about ye, as though an angel-winged prophet had passed. And their husbands extol the honorable set of horns they be wearing. Were it Don Inigo de...
Capitan! Unidentified floating object 3 miles from starboard.
By Mephistopheles, it's a UFO. Pardon me lack of decorum, Sir Brettian, but I have a tidal wave of business to attend to. Make yourself at home and be so kind as to await me return, when I shall be more than pleased to hear your news from London.
Yeah, I won't be jumping overboard, don't worry.
Ye, Russian mongrel, guard the door. You'll answer for this prisoner with your worthless life.
Aye, aye, mi capitan.
Well, this is a most unfortunate situation. But at least I managed to board the Orion. If the Interfector's crew obeys my orders, they will besiege the Orion this very afternoon. So I have but a few hours to remove these shackles, find the hidden beacon of Avernus, and take advantage of the turmoil which will ensue when the first cannonballs hit, to abscond in a dinghy, return to the Interfector, and command the sinking of the Orion from there. I'll have to work smartly to finish the job in such a scant workday, so I'd best alight if I don't want to end up in Davy Jones' locker.
Shut your trap, mutt. Aye, I've got him afeared now. Now I can get down to me business with Demon Dog.
What have we got here, Malantuñas? A true ruffian would never play chess. I can't reach it, by Jove. A real beauty, but not very sharp. Must weigh half a dram, give or take a feather. No, I've got a bad case of lumbago, and my physicians have forbidden me from using all bladed weaponry. Well, considering its blade is short and dull, and that someone left it behind on the writing table, I guess I could regard it as a mere letter opener. Into me trousers, then. There 'tis, a fine letter opener, in the shape of a dagger, though. Let's see. The mechanism is simple. 2 iron crescents linked by a moving hinge at one side, and on the other side is a bolt into which Husky Hound has pounded a nail to keep the shackles from opening. The bad part is that it's jammed so far in that it's stuck. Thanks for the compliment, but I'm not that strong. It looks like it was put there to wound any and all passers-by. I'm too far away. What in the devil is she scribbling down so devoutly? She seems to be a prisoner too. With a bit of my fancy talk, maybe she'll help me. Noble lady, allow me to pay you my respects.
Save them for the sharks, Monsieur Bresson. Soon, thou shalt be kissing their keel, with need of their help more than mine.
I doubt the sharks would make a banquet of my squalid flesh, but that is not the reason for my arrival on board. You're as imprisoned as myself here, and perhaps we can seek a manner to achieve safe and sound escape from the Orion together.
Very apropos, Monsieur Bresson. Hast thou a plan?
Well, I am now designing one. Sooner or later I shall have one. But in the meantime, lady...
Camille. Mademoiselle Camille de Le Bouvier.
I doubt Malantunas will throw me overboard. The poor sot is delighted with me.
Believe what thou wilt, but thy bones will be gnawed by a Pacific kraken. They'll be left so clean and white that no maggot will find sustenance upon them.
What if I show him a sad face and cry? That's what I did to get my helmsman's license.
Monsieur Bresson, I know Malantunas too well to expect the slightest shred of humanity on his part. When he grows tired of thy whining, he will send thee to David Jones' locker, and thou wilt be fortunate if he does not torture thee beforehand.
The man will at least allow me the last meal of my choice, won't he?
I wouldn't hold my breath. Years ago, a prisoner requested transalpine dragonfly entrails in a wild capsicum souffle, and because his wishes could not be satisfied, he remains alive to this day. Henceforth, a basic meal has been established for plank walkers whose sole choice lies in the manner of ingestion. Because the meal consists of spicy swordfish, I recommend the oral method.
I'd wager he'll allow me a last wish before feeding me to the sharks, I do.
And which shall it be? I'm warning thee that I wish not to be thrown to the sharks or any similar act, and that the act performed unto me first be tested on the captain, was abolished by the Tortuga Convention months ago.
Well, that junk sunk my strategy. Hook, line, and sinker. This subject matter is too macabre to discuss with a lady.
Speak for thyself.
What are you doing on board?
Upon mooring at Tortuga Island, where I spent my days learning English by reading old tales of overseas adventures, Malantunas held a contest to press Gang 1 lucky new deckhand, and guess who won?
What type of contest?
It entailed 3 trials of skill: the sword fight of insults, the theft of sundry idols, and the most pressing of all, the search for treasure. The latter required finding a gold doubloon, which I found in the depths of a chocolatl receptacle. Damn the hour in which I spied that coin.
I've never heard of a girl deckhand.
Neither thou, nor I, nor Malantunas, wherefore I took part in the contest in the guise of a haughty lad. I wasn't found out till we reached the high seas, and my neck was spared by dumb luck.
May I ask how your womanhood came to be known on board, if it isn't too meddlesome?
It is, but I shall respond in a manner concordant with proper breeding. Malantunas, whose knowledge of numbers and letters resembles his familiarity with honor and gallantry, had the mind to look for a person to write down his memories, so he called for a scribe from among the crew. I alone claim to know the alphabet, so he demanded I prove my claim.
So how did you save your skin when Malantunas discovered the ruse?
Malantunas touched his mustachio and yelled to his men, "Lady Luck has smiled down on us, ye I sees half-breeds. Do with her as you wish." The crew assembled round me with blood filling their eyes. Well, their eyes and other organs. So at the last moment, I whipped out a dagger from my boot and...
A bone-chilling tale of pseudo-biblical proportions, milady. But let us confer on other matters. I can't fathom how you managed to change your fate, for I see you moisten the quill and scribble in that book like a true scribe.
The problem, Monsieur Bruchion, was the lack of ink on board, and I refused to follow their suggested procedure, the one whereby drunkards are wont to write their names. Thou must know, it involves great imbibing of grog, and when the bladder's bursting is imminent, removing one's codpiece, aiming and...
Speak no further, milady. I already have a picture in my mind's eye. You put a high price on your honor, then.
An awful fate I avoided, monsieur. So I simply kneeled and carved my name onto the deck with my dagger. When Malantunes saw my swift quill move, he ordered me to his quarters. And thenceforward I have spent my days here chained up writing the barbaric memoirs he spews about his life and times.
Are you aware of the dark legend told about Malantunes?
But of course, monsieur. Europe's palace and the New World's ports abound with fables of Malantunes' duel with the devil, about his beacon of Avernus, his invincibility, and even his sought for immortality.
Do you think Malantunes challenged the devil and won?
Such an occurrence is unlikely, monsieur. Nonetheless, his haughtiness and cruelty are so extreme that were he to happen upon Beelzebub himself, he could scarcely amount to less in evil and perversion. And so it is that he would send him back to the fires of hell with the blade of his Toledan sword.
Is there any truth to the rumors about his immortality?
A trifle, yes, but not much, because it is known that Malantunes has already reached his 60th fall, though his face seems to reveal no more than 40.
Is his invincibility such, or do you think he can be vanquished?
A difficult undertaking it would be, monsieur. 3 moons yore, in the environs of Margarita Island, a convoy of 12 armed galleons performed a surprise attack on the Orion. Now the 12 are now fodder for the krakens and tritons on the sea floor, while our vessel's sole injury was that of a novice blunderbuss shooter who suffered a self-inflicted wound.
Is there any truth to the tale of the hidden beacon?
More than thou thinkest, monsieur, judging by the care with which Malantunes treats it. Moreover, I myself have seen a lost battle turn to victory. Once the captain mounted the brilliant talisman in the boat's figurehead. I'm not the superstitious type, but 'tis true that the beacon holds some power beyond man's understanding.
What is the beacon's origin?
I do not know with an inquisitor's faith, monsieur. Malantunes claims he crossed the Styx, took on the seven-tailed dragon guarding Hell's gates, defeated the devil with his sword, and absconded with the beacon. But this damsel resists believing such nonsense. After listening to him for an eternity and comparing the contradictions in his memoirs, I have begun to suspect he pillaged it from an Indian graveyard he visited in the springtime of his life.
Where do you say the beacon of Avernus might be?
Were it not in this room, it is most likely in the treasure hold.
As for the remaining Malatunesian lore, let's leave the superstitions to the dim Spaniards and talk facts.
True, 'tis that dim-wittedness has found Spanish soil to be fertile, but no more than in your native England or my beloved France.
We'll carry on later, Lady Camille.
As thou wishest, Monsieur Breton.
I've heard the Spanish enlist samurai mercenaries. Nothing's left of this one but the shell, though. Let me make one thing clear. It isn't a dagger. No, that would do her harm. Yes, the crosses on the handle of the dagger, I mean the letter opener, are curved toward the tip. So perhaps I can use them to pull out the nail. A shame I can't reach it, because it would really be conducive to my escape. Hark, Lady Camille, I doth throw a letter opener towards thee in the form of a dagger.
To what do I owe this honor, monsieur?
Allow me to request that you use the curved handle of the letter opener to release the nail sprouting from the beam behind thee. And then to be so kind as to toss the metal spike towards me straight away.
I fail to comprehend the purpose of such tomfoolery, but I shall appease thee. Hand me that letter opener.
Take care not to cause a scandal, or the pirate at the door may hear us.
Chance? Alrighty then. A soft blow means yes, a hard blow means no, chance means maybe.
Can you?
I think it's coming loose.
So, Demon Dog, are you gonna let me in someday?
Done. Catch.
No, 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 no. Holy,
Where did it fall?
Next to thy leg.
wait, are you sure? Yes. Damn.
Stupid cabinet.
Art thou hurt?
Yes, my head. Ow!
Ow? What does ow mean? We never discussed anything about ow.
Bloody nail. Ouch! I appear to have pricked my unmentionables, but it was worthwhile, because now the nail is mine.
I aver that thou art an easy man to make happy, monsieur.
Wait shortly, and you will know of what I am capable with a single nail. It's twisted and rusty, but it worked well for removing those shackles. I believe I could fit the nail in through the bolt in the lock, but I haven't enough might to make it turn. It's gonna throw my back out of whack, but I will. I thought it would be made of precious metals, but I guess it's just a piece of souvenir merchant junk. Nice and heavy. Yes, the nail is thin enough to press down the bolt, and I can strike it with the letter opener like a mallet. Let's hope the pirate at the door doesn't hear.
Sharp blow means yes. Chain noise means of course. And ow means with great pleasure. Okay? Okay. That means yes. Is there any way you can let me in there?
Will be yard.
Well said. Perhaps you'd like some sort of bribe. Aha! It's nice to know we can do some trading together. With great pleasure, eh?
By Jove, I've smashed my ankle.
I'm really quite pleased about your change in attitude. You wouldn't be lying to me now, would ya?
Free at last.
The Shens were... Huh? What do you mean, of course?
Make haste then, and set me free as well.
You think you can mock me and get away scot-free? You bloody son of a she-dog! I'm gonna stand by your door and rip your heart out when you exit. You hear me?
As I told you, my duty is to find the beacon of Avernus, return to the Interfector, and sink the Orion.
I am indebted to thee, so I shall help thee. I know that in the diaries which Malantuñas has dictated to me, I shall find a clue leading us to the beacon. But we must get ready to flee in case we are found before we take its possession. A dinghy, perhaps?
Dinghy? Wait here. I knew it. Malantuñas is your typical cowardly captain, with a dinghy tied up right below his cabin for a quick getaway in case things turn ugly. How different he is from me. I'd never keep one of those. Mark my words. Honest, I swear, on me paltry honor. Well, let's just go inside. Problem solved, milady. Now we need only worry about the hidden beacon of Avernus.
It will be a pleasure, monsieur. I shall immediately begin my reading of Malantuñas' diary. In the meantime, thou must search hither and thither to see what can be found.
This must be where that rascal Malantuñas sets his royal hindquarters. It is surely the captain's beloved pet. Hello, parrot.
Brother Fleabag!
Hello, feathered flea bag. Where does Malantunas hide the hidden beacon of Avernus? Haven't we met before? Want something to eat, nice birdie?
By the devil's horn!
I am really getting a craving for a dish of Peking parrot.
Chicken salad!
Take a hike, Flatbeak.
Fill me jug, wench.
Darn. Either this parrot's a moron, or he's pretending to be one.
Brian, idiot.
He's pretending. It looks like Malantuñas's. The man is so sure he's invincible, he's left it in the sheath. My doctor's forbidden all sword swinging, so forget it. I've heard the ones of this style are all the rage down in Spain. No, fighting with a shield is for cowards, and I'm more gallant than a knight. Yes, after being in the dungeon, I could do with some fresh air.
Ahoy, mangy pooch! Why is it we can't choose our own canine sobriquets?
The captain allowed it once, and he ended up with 20 pirates mired in a fight to be named Sea Dog. By the Queen of Spades, I'd be burning up. Pass me the grog.
So what if I go by Seawolf and it's Lou? I fancy Seawolf.
You had the good fortune to be called Lapdog, I'd say. By the Queen of Spades, there's no grog left.
The swindling shopkeeper who sold me it, he said the bottle was magic and the grog automatically refills. But it's empty, I say.
Your shopkeeper's not worth a shilling. There's no grog in here.
Maybe the spell takes a while to grab hold and fill the bottle. You got any more sunflower seeds, mate?
No, they'll make you thirsty. No grog, no sunflower seeds.
Smartly, mate. Drop the bottle. Someone's coming.
Good morning to ye, Rabbit Runt.
Arr, I hate mornings.
I think I saw something like that in a theatrical drama by Sir William Wilder.
Oh, the thirst. Oh, me parched throat.
Someone should clean that glass. It's quite a fine pile of husks marinated in saliva.
By the jack of diamonds, I'm starving.
The
Won't you
windowsill
give me
is on
some
the verge
sunflower
of falling
seeds?
off.
The sunflower seeds are staying
It's
put
held up
till
by
we got
nothing but a
grog,
nail.
Or we'll be
With my
consumed
bare
by
hands,
thirst.
I doubt I could. If it worked with the nail in the cabin, it'll work here too.
You got any more sunflower
I'm
seeds,
not
mate?
surprised the nail came out so easily. The wood's been eaten up by termites.
No, they'll make you thirsty. No grog, no sunflower seeds.
There's a mighty jolly-looking family of sharks over yonder. The sea is calm today. They could be from the Philippines, where I've heard Malantuñas set sail on occasion. My doctor is forbidden all sword swinging, so forget it. I recall having seen a likeness of it in a sorceress's cave, but that story will have to wait another day. With pleasure. Blustering barnacles. It could have at least been full. No. If someone sees me with that, I'll become the laughingstock of the high seas. That looks like an actual Spanish wardrobe, with the authentic trademark of Vargas de Toledo. Aye. Let's see what's inside. Not a thing. All those finely labeled drawers and slots, and there's nothing but certificates, deeds, and parchments of miscellaneous utility. It's a cheap model from 3 seasons back. displayed at the Pret-a-Porter fashion show on Patchwork Island. No, I want them out of my sight.
No grog for the boy. By the devil's
Come on, you ratty mutts, or I'll make you ammunition for the cannon.
Methinks there be a seven-tailed dragon tongue therein, the likes of which you see at exotic shops. I always got the willies from these rubbery appendages, but if I must, I could always use it to barter during my voyages. That isn't any old jug. It's a genuine Ming spittoon. That'd be quite amusing indeed. From the dull sound upon landing, it appears Malantunas hasn't cleaned it out for a spell. No, having all that weight on me might make my lumbago flare up. The blonde pirate is guarding me, but luckily he's looked the other way for a while. Their technical name is katanas, if I remember right. I could, but I don't want to rupture a disc. Why, they're the cartographical wonderworks of Pyrrhus Ray and Juan de la Cosa. What for? I know 'em by heart. It's one of the latest models sold in Europe's marketplaces. There seem to be fewer dragons and more land than on last year's edition. Every seafarer knows the Earth doesn't really spin. It's the sun that goes flying round it. I can play with this one as I please, though.
Throw overboard.
It's nice and stretchy, like all the fine products which share the Septicata Draconis Lingua brand name. By Jove, it's about time I found some use for that slimy appendage.
Off with your head.
Will it help me in any way? I don't know if it weighs down paper well, but it's great as a blunt-hitting weapon. Will it help me in any way? Let us proceed with the experiment. Oh! Ouch! That must have hurt. I shall recover the dragon's tongue, so nobody is alerted as to the origin of Russian mongrel's misfortune.
Chicken salad. Off with your head.
It confirms what I've thought for a while. Malantunas is full of himself. I bet Malantunas bought it on sale. I guess Malantunas doesn't spare expense when punishing his men. What if he answers? What are those odd marks around the doorknob? All right, what are those odd marks around the doorknob? What in the seven seas is this deadly device? Holy Toledo! It was only inches from slicing me belly open. How vile! There's water inside. And what's worse is that it's clean. Not a chance. How's it hanging, dude? My word! Either I do away with that bothersome sword, or I'll never get inside. It used to be a windowsill overlooking the balcony, but I, Brushian Barskov, captain of the Interfector, have released it from its mundane fate. That's it. As our elders used to say, brains are better than brawn. I hope to have done away with that little sword problem. I'll close the door behind me so nobody comes in. So this was the feared demon dog. His size adapts better to me pocket than Russian mongrels, so I think I'll take him captive. I'd love to take possession of his sword, but lumbago is a serious malady. I hereby bestow upon you the right to remain silent as long as I wish, at risk of receiving another blow to the noggin should you open one eye. Holy treasure trove! There's more gold here than in my Uncle Albert's wisdom teeth. It looks incomplete, as if something like a golden idol were missing. My reputation as a pirate isn't grand enough to rob another pirate's treasure, but I can't squander the opportunity to grab that nice little antique over there and run. It's the Great Dosiqua, ranked number 1 in the last issue of World's Top 10 Idols. It looks incomplete, as if something like a golden idol were missing. Not bad. It looks incomplete, as if something like a golden idol were missing.
Because I am your captain, and I owe you an explanation. And that explanation I shall give you.
That's the last gift I give to Russian mongrel. I can't stand it when people leave clutter around. You know, I'm glad to have that back. It hurts more than it weighs. He's a bit short for a pirate, isn't he? He looks like he's usually quite fierce, but today he's met his match. I'd better not. The water might wake him. Though, I have heard rumors about strange reactions when you mix water with certain products. That might come in handy. By Jove, I'm a pirate! Not well, whatever it is that's worse than a pirate. There must be something, if ye ask me. With that swindling swashbuckler on it? Not on your life.
Jolt this down in a ship's
Okay, but be very careful.
and some toilet paper.
Whoever you are, I'm telling you to wait your turn behind the white line for devil's sake. Wait! You're the prisoner!
Congratulate me then, matey.
Ah, you've escaped?
You're the one who shackled me up. Did you think an Englishman like me wouldn't be able to break free?
You're right, by devil. What happened then?
The captain released me and made me a crew member.
Me most swashbuckling congratulations, mate. So what sort of dog are you now?
What?
You know, matey. What canine nickname has our captain decided to christen you with?
Crispy corn dog.
Nice choice, by devil. By the way, mine is Husky Hound. What can I help you with, crispy corn dog?
Why are you standing there?
I'm doing me regular duty on the Orion, spitting out certificates to whoever needs one, guarding the dungeon entrance, and giving out the daily ration of grog to all the half-breed dogs on this crew.
What types of certificates do you issue?
No, I don't issue anything, thank me lucky stars. What I do is fill 'em out, spit 'em, seal 'em. There's all kinds. The minimal hygiene certificate, the one for swine-like traders, the frustrated house husband's merit badge, official certification for eye patches, hooks and peg legs, but most importantly of all, the certificate for pirates of low moral standing.
Is the grog rationed?
Of course, by devil! Didn't they teach you don't drink and navigate at pirate school? Therefore, every member of the crew is entitled to 1 bottle and just 1 bottle per day of fine grog.
Serve me up a frosty mug of grog.
By devil, bring me a bottle and I'll fill her up for you. But first, would you be so kind as to display your certificate for pirates of low moral standing?
You'll simply have to trust me word, because I appear to have left it at home.
Matey, you know we pirates don't trust anyone's word.
I would like 1 certificate for pirates of low moral standing, if that isn't a problem.
Then bring me a form, and it'll be a pleasure for me to fill it out for you, spit it, and seal it. First, you have to pass 3 tests. But that should cause no problem to your despicable excellency. First of all, a pirate worthy of his name must never show any sign of compassion. So you must commit 1 act of extreme cruelty. Secondly, a pirate respects no private property other than his own, for which purpose you must bring me certifiable proof of plundering and pillaging. Thirdly, any pirate with self-respect has to know about the great masters of piracy. So I'll be giving you a little quiz on the history of classical ruffianism.
What sort of acts do you consider to be of extreme cruelty?
Well, most involve causing violent damage to someone, dicing them and then pounding their skull. The usual. But in your case, since we can't be losing any members of the crew right now, or our prisoner, Fifi Foxhound, you'll have to come up with something else.
Just what does the plundering and pillaging test consist of?
Oh, you need only bring me a booty. Nothing big. A small nugget of gold would suffice. However, be advised not to take it from the treasure hold in our ship, or Demon Dog will tear out your vital organs with his fangs. Haven't you seen the skinny guy swinging around outside the captain's cabin? Guess where he tried to enter?
Who exactly is Demon Dog?
He's the most heinous member of our crew. A long-tailed, dirty-clawed devil that only Captain Malantuñez dare approach.
Dangerous in what sense?
More dangerous than the stammering poet of Hispaniola. More than the hiccuping barber of Veracruz. And even more than the anti-grog league of Gringa Santa Island.
That Demon Dog is more frightening than a visit by the Grim Reaper.
We can change the topic if you wish.
What can you tell me about the hidden beacon of Avernus?
Whatever you like, given that I'm a renowned expert on the topic. Did you know I recently gave a conference at the Symposium for Piracy and Evil Arts at Tortuga University?
How is it you became so knowledgeable about the topic?
Due to me memory and fine reasoning skills, Captain Malantuñez soon comprehended that I was the intellectual soul of the Orion. So he sat down and explained everything he knows about the beacon to me, to pass on the knowledge.
Is it true that the beacon shines during battles?
True it is. When the captain places it on the figurehead right before entering combat, its blazing red light shines like 1,000 infernos, causing bedazzlement and terror in the hearts of our unfortunate foes.
When one mentions the hidden beacon of Avernus, what is one really talking about?
The beacon is a stone originating from the very fires of hell, and Satan used it in the days of yore as a beacon for all the vessels in the infernal fleet of the underworld, sailing the mortal seas, indicating the bearing towards all good that could be turned into evil.
Where is the beacon hidden?
Now there you've got me stumped. Such information is secret and useless too, for only Captain Malantuñez can touch it. Any other who, by venture or undue rummaging, might discover its location would have both fingers and hands burned to a crisp upon touching it, and then would be chased by hell-bent hordes till the end of all time, which is quite a long while, I hear.
Isn't the devil upset by the fact that Malantuñez has it now?
Quite the opposite, matey. Though it's true Captain Malantuñez swiped it most fiendishly, the Prince of Darkness is charmed with the outcome. For the Orion's recent performance in pillaging and evil has surpassed the forecasted amount for the infernal fleet of the underworld in a whole fiscal century. What Mr. Mephistopheles is a bit worried over is that Captain Malantuñez disemboweled his beloved seven-tailed dragon and had the gall to cut out its tongue.
I think I know enough about the beacon now, Husky Hound.
Do my tales horrify you? 1,000 wretched pardons, matey.
Chatting with ye has been a smashin' pleasure, Husky Hound.
Likewise, crispy corn dog.
Go figure. Lady Camille is teaching the crew how to write. Let's see what this one says. Brian, wake up. For further information, your friends on the Douglas 3. 1 man per bottle per day. Deposit useless junk here. It's full of utterly useless items. I don't know why, but I don't think there's anything useful in here. Napkins, silverware, clean clothes, stuffed dodo, a pirate's brain, a travel sewing kit. Look, a rubber chicken on a pole. But darn, it's missing the batteries. A 24.5 gigahertz Pentorium 7 processor. Cotton swabs to clean the ears. A Trantorian spaceship. By Jove, it's a wedge of cheese. Though, wait. Maybe the time has come for that bar of soap to help me demonstrate the truth of certain unproven legends in the world of chemistry. A pine-scented nautical air freshener. A watch fork. No, besides that vile bar of soap, there's nothing worth snatching. I remember passing through it when Husky Hound took me to see the captain. If he tried out for a pirate idol, it would make for some laughs. No! It's so musty and dark in there, and there's nothing but a rusty old cage. Once in a while it suddenly flinches, but I think that's involuntary. No, it reeks.